Oh, is it time?
Yes, it's time to test mini number 75.
Oh my gosh. Well, I'm still etching the plate. But yeah, so we'll just include cleaning up the plate and getting it all ready to print. But here's press number 75. Uh, Mini Halfwood press made out of holly wood. Isn't that something?
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah. And it's going to Florida. So we're going to be testing this press today, but first I have to finish etching the plate. Why don't you come over here and I'll pour out the ferric chloride. Oops. Okay, I've rinsed the plate off with water. And to make it more visible, I'm going to put a little vinegar on it, and then some salt. And that'll bring up the copper, the brightness of the copper a little bit, and I can see it better.
Okay.
And then I'll blot off. I rinsed it off with water, and I'll blot it off again. And I'll dry it off. And then I'll look at it with my magnifying glass, my loupe, to see how much bite I had, and it's just really not going to print as black as I'd like, or as dark. I'm going to use colored ink today. So I'm going to remove the grounds, the aquatint and the transfer image, and then I'm going to go over it with an electric tool to bring up some more tone, and then we can print. It'll just take a few minutes. Okay, it's a pretty good etch, but I'm going to highlight it just a bit with this Dremel electric engraver. Plug your ears. Now, we've got to get the press set up and the inks mixed. To start out, I lower the pressure screws all the way down till they touch the bed. And it's important to keep the rollers level at all times, and so then I'll back it off so that I can put the blankets in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 should get me enough room. I have a sizing catcher that goes next to the paper, on the bottom in other words, and a pusher blanket on the top. Get them started right under the roller, and then tighten it back down. 3, 4, 5, 6. That's probably enough. If I want to, I can use these roller rulers on the side and match the line on the block or the edge of the block with the numbers. And that way I can be sure by checking both sides that the rollers are level. So now the pressure's set. Press is ready for the printing. I'm going to be using two colors mixed. I'm going to mix Sanguine, Charbonnel Sanguine, with Charbonnel Violet. I like that color combination. I call it Cinnabar. I'm going to add a drop of plate oil, double aught plate oil. It's a light plate oil. Make it a little easier for me to wipe today. And also to help my wiping and printing, I'm going to use a hot plate. Now a little of this on the plate. Put on my gloves. And spread the ink around with a piece of mat board, just a little chip of mat board. Before I started, I had soaked some paper. I have it in a plastic bag underneath the ink slab. Now I will warm the plate put it on a piece of telephone book page, make it easy to handle, and put it on the hot plate. Tarlatan is a loose weave, starchy cheesecloth-like material we use for wiping plates. The plate's warming up. I don't want it to get too hot. So then I'll spill it off on this sticky gripper pad. I'll wipe with the tarlatan until the image is up quite full and clear. Light wiping. And then I'll go to the paper wipe. Use that same telephone book page. And that will bring the image up even more. Now it's quite clear. I'll switch to the hand wipe. A little talcum powder will keep the heel of my hand dry. And just a light, fast motion across the plate will pick up any remaining oil tones and give me the maximum contrast. Okay, that seems to be about enough. Hand wiping, and then all I have to do is clean the edges, and I can print the first trial proof on number 75 Mini Halfwood press, the Holly press, going to Florida. It's good to warm the plate one more time. Not too hot. Not so hot that I can't handle it. These are oil-based inks, and they always wipe better and print better when they're warm. I'm going to turn the press around for the benefit of the video. And there's the first trial proof. Well, not too bad for the first trial proof on the Holly press. I want to take a little time now to show what comes with the press. In this case, and all my Halfwood presses come with a little box underneath. And inside the box, the owner gets the DVD that you're watching being made at this moment. Oh, inside the lid, the certificate of authenticity, an owner's manual, user's manual, a set of brand new fresh blankets, a blank test plate, an Allen wrench for tightening the hub on the wheel. There are 2 set screws, and if they ever got loose, this is for tightening them. This is a card on which I will mount that test plate that I just printed. It'll be mounted in here, and on the back it explains why I do this card-sized test plate. This little book goes with the press too. Tells the history of the making of this little press. Has this artist's stamp and so forth in there. Well, I'm going to go ahead and re-ink the plate and pull trial proof number 2 to send to Holly in Florida. Holly happens to be the name of the owner of the press. And that will complete the test of number 75. Thank you for watching. I thought I'd add this little postscript because I just pulled trial proof number 2, and I think it's going to turn out better than number 1. Number 2 is on the left. This is number 2. This is number 1. And what I did was I increased the pressure. It felt a little bit light, so I tightened it down. And you can tighten it down a lot. And so I got a better impression. I also wiped it a little differently. It was suggested that I skip the paper wipe, and I skipped the paper wipe and went directly to the hand wipe. And I think it is a little bit better proof.